today I'm super excited because we're gonna be doing a beautiful summer makeup look using not a single product, over $10. I love doing these kind of videos because I love showing people that you can get the most beautiful, stunning makeup looks without spending a ton of money on your makeup. So everything I'm gonna be using today is under $10. And honestly, most of the stuff is like between $4 and $7. Like there's only like I think one thing that's $10. And all the products I'm gonna be using today you guys can find at your local Walmart. Walmart is definitely my go-to when it comes to affordable makeup. Like it's literally always cheaper at Walmart. Like some of the products I'm gonna use today, you guys might go and like search and it's like $14 or something at Ulta, but like I'm telling you, it's under $10 at Walmart. Like their stuff is literally always cheaper than like Ulta, Rite Aid, Walgreens, like all of those places. So it's definitely always my go-to to get my affordable makeup products. So I wanna thank Walmart for partnering with me on today's video. You guys are the best, and I will have all the products that I use listed down below in the description box. Make sure you guys subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and click the little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, first things first, for our primer, I'm gonna go in with the Milani Prime Light. This is their face primer. It's strobing and pore minimizing. So it's gonna make your skin glow, but also minimize your pores. So I'm gonna go in with this guy first. It has a pretty like pearlescent finish to it, and I'm gonna blend her out on my skin. I have a beautiful band-aid because I ripped one of my nails off on accident this morning and it hurt so bad. Oh my god, it's like literally still sore, but that's what my band-aid's for. Sorry guys. So if you guys see, it just gives a pretty kind of luminous glow to your skin. Up next for foundation, we're gonna be using the Maybelline Superstay Stick Foundation. This does have like a little sponge on the end of it, but I'm actually gonna be using this e.l.f. Total Face Sponge, I think this is called. It's super, super squishy. You guys can get it at Walmart, so I'm gonna use that today instead of a beauty blender like I normally would. So I'm just gonna go like in stripes on my face with this. I have this guy in the shade 220 Natural Beige. So I just kind of like draw with it on my skin. I like a full coverage, so that's why I go in with a decent amount. And then we're gonna go in with this guy and blendy blend everything out. I like this stick foundation because it's pretty easy to blend out. Some stick foundations can be kind of difficult and you really need to like maneuver them, but this one I feel like is fine and it easily blends out with a sponge. Like you don't need like a flat top brush or something to kind of blend it all out. It has like an interesting consistency to it. It's like a little bit different than a beauty blender. It's not as smooth as a beauty blender, but like not in a bad way. But I think for the price, it's really, really great because it's like a fraction of the price of a beauty blender. So I'm just blending everything on out. Up next, we're gonna pop in with the e.l.f. 16-Hour Camo Concealer. I have this guy in shade Light Beige. This is by far the best drugstore concealer that I have ever found, and it's only $5. It's like literally amazing, so highly recommend. So I'm gonna go in with that on my under eyes. I actually just put this to the test in a recent video of mine against Tarte Shape Tape, so I'll have that linked on the screen somewhere if you guys are interested in checking that out, but it's a really good concealer. I kind of completely did that down my nose, completely crooked. I was like facing the wrong way and now the line is completely crooked down my nose. The point is to put it straight down your nose, but it's okay. I'm just gonna go back in with that e.l.f. blender to blend it all out. We'll be able to make it work. This e.l.f. blender has like a little sound to it that it makes like when you blend your foundation out, again because of like the consistency of it, and it also got so much bigger when I wet it. It was a lot smaller and it really, really expanded. It does say on the box that it can be used wet or dry, so you do have that option to use it dry as well, which is actually pretty nice because I feel like anytime I sit down with my beauty blender and I forget to wet it, I'm like, oh my goodness, and then I gotta get up and go wet it. First world problems, I know, but I feel like the beauty blender doesn't really work when it's dry. It's just like soaking up all your product and not actually applying it. And I forgot to say the stick foundation that I use is a matte finish. I feel like I use a lot of like dewy natural finish foundations in my videos just because I have drier skin, so I wanted to use a matte one today for any of my oily skin girls, but it's not overly drying on the skin. Like if you have dry skin, you don't have to be scared of it. Now to set that under eye concealer, I'm gonna go in with Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana. This is still available on Walmart's website. You guys know I love this so, so much, and there's been so many rumors that Wet n Wild is discontinuing it, but they do still have it on Walmart's website. So I stocked up. I literally got like 6 of these, so I'm gonna go in with this to set my under eyes. So I'm just gonna set that down to highlight and brighten, and I'm also going to use this to set any of the areas that we used the concealer just to highlight, like down our nose and in between our eyebrows and stuff. To set all over our face, I'm going to go in with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow Powder. Now this is one of those products that I looked, and this is $12.99 at Walgreens but $5.50 at Walmart. Like huge difference in price for the exact same product. So under $10 at Walmart, maybe not so much at Walgreens. I'm just gonna go in and set everything down and in place. so that it doesn't budge throughout this hot summer days. It's been so hot in New Jersey, so setting my makeup is key. For brows, I'm gonna go in with the CoverGirl Ultra Fine Brow Pencil. I literally use this every day. I was gonna use a different one just because I use this one all the time, but I was like, this is genuinely the best one, so like, why would I just use something else to use it? You know what I mean? Like, this is really the best one I've ever found from the drugstore. Like, I have other drugstore ones that I like, but like, this one is better. So I wanted to make sure that I was giving you guys the best products possible. So I'm just gonna quickly go in and fill in my brows. I know you guys have seen me do this 100 times. And the shade I'm using is Soft Honey, if you are wondering. Alrighty, for our eyes today, we're gonna be using the Maybelline Lemonade Craze palette. This is one of my favorite palettes, like in general, under $10 and not, and it happens to be under 10, which makes it even better, because like a lot of drugstore palettes were much more than $10. Like, I was kind of surprised when I was doing my research to figure out what products that I wanted to use, but this is a great palette. It's super great for summer too, with these bright pops of color, so this is what we're gonna be using today. So I'm gonna start by going in with a little bit of sweet tea mixed with sherbet in my crease. And I'm just gonna blend that right on in there in our crease area. I feel like drugstore palettes have been the biggest glow up like in the drugstore, because like when I was growing up as if I'm like so old, but I mean, I feel like I am old. But when I was younger, like honestly, every drugstore palette was like terrible. Like there was no pigment. They just like didn't perform, where now you can honestly get like amazing palettes from the drugstore and like not have to spend $50 on the Urban Decay Naked palettes anymore. You know what I mean? Not that I don't love an Urban Decay Naked palette, because I do. But I just feel like I always was like struggling with like really chalky shadows that like had no pigment, that didn't work. And now the drugstore is like, oh, hello, like we're here. We're ready to make an impact and to make some good shadows. Up next, we're gonna go in with Ice Pop. I remember specifically in high school, I had this palette that was from Milani. There was like these tiny little strips of eyeshadow, and they were blue, and I would put it like all over my eyes because I thought that it would make my eyes like stand out more, even though I think you're supposed to use like the opposite color of your eyes or something to make them stand out, not the same, but that's what I would always do. And I remember my mom being like, I don't know if like the blue eyeshadow is like the best look for you. But she's like trying to be nice. I'm like, oh my god. Now I look back at my pictures and I'm like, oh my god. Oh, I love this raspberry color. It's making me like want raspberries. I have been obsessed with them recently. It's like my new favorite fruit. I feel like I never really ate them, and then I like tried them recently and I was like, whoa, these are really good. Then we're gonna go in with Strawberry Lemonade, and we're gonna pack this on our lid. So pretty and icy. I love it. Let me know down below in the comments what your go-to eyeshadow palette was when you were growing up. I would love to hear. We can all be nostalgic together. I wish I knew what the name of the palette was. Like if I saw it, I would totally know, but I don't know what the name of the Milani palette was. Then I'm gonna jump in with Main Squeeze as our highlight shade. I'm gonna pop that in the inner corner, like so, and then right beneath our brow bone as well. Then I'm gonna jump back in with Ice Pop. I'm gonna first place this like really close to our lower lash line, and then I'm gonna go in with a bit of a lighter color to buff it out, because I don't want it to look like I'm suffering from like pink eye, you know? To buff it out, I'm gonna go in with Coral Punch and just buff that out to bring it down and blend everything. Alright, now for our eyeliner, I'm gonna go in with the H2O Proof eyeliner pen from e.l.f. And I'm not gonna do winged liner today, I'm just gonna do a line across the top of my lid because we're gonna be applying lashes. So I just wanna make sure that the lash band is disguised. The brush on this is pretty stiff, but that's actually really good when you just want to do like a thin line, because it's not going to be moving all around, so it's actually helpful when you're doing the kind of eyeliner that I'm doing. For our lashes, we're going to be putting on the 663s from Salon Perfect. Salon Perfect is my favorite lash brand, and it's exclusive to Walmart, so we're going to be using these today. They are my new obsession. They're literally so beautiful. Gonna go ahead and pop this on. Obsessed. For my waterline, I'm going to jump in with the Maybelline Lasting Drama Liner in black. And I'm just going to pop this guy in my waterline. It is so pigmented. And like literally I think $4.99. For mascara, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Oh my god, Prince is nonstop barking at something. The mailman or something must have just came. Sorry if you guys can hear him. Hopefully he'll stop in a second. Now to finish off the face, I'm going to go in with bronzer first. For my all over my face bronzer, I'm going to use the Rimmel Natural Bronzer. This has been one of my favorites for years. The shade is Sundance. This does have a bit of shimmer to it, so I'm just going to go in with this all over the face just to bronze up the skin. I'm not using this to contour. Just kind of add like a nice healthy glow to our skin. I feel like this powder has been around for so long and It's just always been kind of a staple for me. I just better now know where to apply bronzer rather than when I first started using it when I was just literally using it like a powder to set my face all over my face. For contour, I'm going to jump into the Wet n Wild Contour Palette, and I'm going to be using this shade right here. And I'm going to go in and just contour out my cheekbones with this. I always like make this face like a fish face when I do it. I guess to see where like the hollows of my cheeks are. For blush, I'm going to jump into the Wet n Wild Color Icon in Pearlescent Pink. We have so much bright pinkiness going on today. I live for it. And I'm going to pop that on my cheeks. For highlight today, we're going to jump into this Milani palette. This is the Stellar Light in Rose Glow. We're going to be using the middle shade. This palette is like $10 and some change, but it's because you're getting 3 highlights in it, but you can buy the highlights individually. When you do that, they are under $10. Another one of my absolute favorites is the Maybelline Master Chrome. You guys already know. I love this so much and I've used it in so many videos, so I did want to use a different highlight, but Maybelline Master Chrome's under $10 and amazing. But we're going to go in with this center guy today and use this to highlight. Yes, honey. So pretty. I'm gonna just bring it in the center of my face as well. All right, now for my lippy, I know I want to try one of these new guys. These are from L'Oreal and they're the Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipsticks. This is like the Le Macaroon collection. So they're both really pretty. I don't know if the pink or like the orange is better. I'm gonna swatch them on my hand and then we'll make the decision. Ooh, the pink is bright. I don't normally wear pink on my lips. Like if I do, it's nude pink, like not like bright pink like this. Let's see the orange one. I do love orange. That is the orange shade. I feel like the pink shade probably goes a little bit better. So we'll use that, and it's a little different. I've used orange lips many times on my channel. So this is the shade Framboise Frenzy. So I'll go in. Very pigmented. Oh, and they smell so good. Love that. Oh my God, she is bright, but so pretty and summery. Oh my God, I live. And last but certainly not least, keeping with the pink theme, I guess, this is the Garnier Soothing Facial Mist. I love this. It has rose water in it, so I'm just gonna go and spritz my face with this. Oh, I love the smell on that. All right, so this is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video and realized that you don't have to spend a ton of coin to get a really pretty makeup look. Like I said, I'll have every product that I use listed down below, or you guys can get them at your local Walmart. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so much, and I will see you very soon in my next video. Bye.